Hello everyone. I'm Sean Michael Longares from this IT3-2 and today we're diving into some beginner friendly Python projects that are great for practice. So we're gonna tackle about uh, student information system, salary calculator, and online shopping cart system, leap year checker, triangle type identifier, and number comparison game. So let's begin with our first program, the student information system. All right. So this code does is collect student information through the input function. So we ask the user to enter their ID here and notice how we use float in this for grades, and that's because grades can be decimal values like 89.5 or 91.2, and so then we calculate the average by adding the three grades and dividing them by 3. So here average is equals to grade, you will call this, and grade 1 plus grade 2 plus grade 3, you will add this and you will divide it by 3. After that, we display a simple report, and we're using older style of string formatting with the percentage symbol here, which still works fine. And when we run the program, you will see the output neatly shows the student info, their grades, and completed average. So let's show the output of this program. So I would like to put my ID as 001 and my name. Look at here. Okay. Sir Michael Longares is my name, and my section is BSIT 3-2. So I would like to input my first grade. So let's say it's 80.5, and next one is 90 and 75. So here's the output. So it says that the student report, it will print the student report. Next, the print ID here. I just input 001. Then my name, section, grades, and average. So this is the computed grade of the three grade that I input. So that's it. Okay. Next, let's move on something practical. Let's go to salary calculator. Okay, let's X this, close this one, and so this one is useful for understanding arithmetic operation and conditional logic. So here's the code. So and here's what happening. We first ask the employer's name, their basic salary, and the number of overtime hours. Then we then set two fixed values. Overtime is 150 here. Overtime is 150. That's the pay per hour, and the tax rate is 0.12, or it equals to 12%. Then After that, we will calculate the overtime pay by multiplying the hours by the rate, and then we the add it to the base salary to get the gross salary here. Then after that, we compute the tax and subtract it to what do you call this, to the net salary. Okay, so finally we print a clean summary of all those values here. So print salary report, so the user could input their salary report, and they can input their basic salary, overtime pay, and gross salary, and so on and so forth. So let's try running this program and you'll get simply salary report, just like a pay slip. So I'm gonna show you the output. Okay, let's run this. So enter employee name. So I would like to put my name. So now we enter the basic salary. Let's say it's 750. So my enter the number of overtime hours. Let's say number of time is 3. I took 3 hours. So here's the output. So basic salary that I input is 750. Then the the over the basic salary is 750, and the number of overtime hours is 3 hours. So 750. So here's the output. So this example teaches basic math operation and variable assignments. So this is important one because it's core skill for Python programmers. And um, okay, let's move on to the other program. Okay, let's close this. Now, let's move on to something fun, an online shopping cart. So this is the code. Just look at it and see. So in this program, we simulate an online shopping experience. We input three products, their quantities and prices, and then calculate the total cost for each item. So here, product 1, input product 1, product quantity, and price. So here's the three for each item. Oh, sorry. Then, when you run this program, um, it will print a summary similar to a real checkout page, completes with product name, quantity, and prices. So, this demonstrates how the multiplication formatted output worked in Python. So here in the line 13, we print cart summary. So we have this fixed constant. Okay. So the total one will uh so the in product one quantity multiply by product one price. And it's also the same in the 2 and the number 3, product quantity and product price. So let's run this code. Here, the program wants me to input the product one. Let's say we have milk. So how many quantity for milk? Let's say 3. How much for the milk? Let's say 70. So for number 2, let's go with it. Let's say coffee. Mm, all 1 or 1 1. Okay. So how much for the coffee? Let's say 15 pesos. Now input number 3, let's say hmm, soft drinks. How many quantity for soft drinks? 2. Let's say 30 pesos. So here's the cart summary. As you can see, the they put the first the quantity of the product, then the name and the price and the total of product. Same as here in the coffee and the drinks. So this example is used if you're planning to build system that involves a transaction, sales, or like POS. Yeah, POS and e-commerce. So that's it. That is the online shopping cart example. So let's move on to part two, the leap year checker. So here's the code. This is simple program checks whether a given year is a leap year, and we used I I used the modulo operator to check if the year is divisible by certain numbers. Well, if the condition matches, it prints leap year. Otherwise, it's not. So let's try this program. So let's example my birth year. So let's say it's 2003. So it's not a leap year. But if you let's try again. So but if you put 2004 leap year, okay? So that's it. Now let's move on to next program. Let me close this. Now let's proceed to this program, the triangle type identifier. Now observe the code. This one determines what kind of triangle the user entered. It checks if the sides from a valid triangle first, then compares their length to determine if it is equilateral, isosceles, or solene. Scaling, sorry. So let's run this program. So as we can see, we need to enter the length of the first side. So let's say it's 50. Then enter the length of the second side is 70, I think, and 50 again. So the output is isosceles 2 equal because of the third side and the first side. And here's the logical code. So we move on to the next program. We close this. Now, for the last program, we have PAN number comparison game. So we input these three numbers and use the max function to find the largest and then check if it's even or odd. Then this shows how to combine built-in function and condition to make smart responsive program. So if largest number 2 equals 0 0 equals, I print it's even, then else print it's odd. So let's try this code. So we enter the first number, let's say it's 34, then the second number is 20, and the third number is 10. So the largest number is 34. It's even. And that's it.